Peace. This is a Meat and Potato Sushi production starring myself, the Water Alchemist, and today's topic for the occult family is death is the only solution. Now, as we're going through what's happening in the world upon some factual events as well as some created events, what we must come to the conclusion is not enough mouth breathers are dying. Just like you have police officers that have to meet a quota, just like certain people in the collections have to meet a quota, the so-called unseen hand or the psychopaths that are jockeying for position on this third dimensional plane, they have a quota too. Not enough mouth breathers are dying. Yes, you're afraid. Yes, you're scared. Many of you have the attention span of a 10-year-old, but not enough of you are being liquidated. You're not. And this is something that they've come to the conclusion of because there's another so-called variant out here and people could care less. They want to get on with their life. This is dragged on too long even for them. So they're saying to themselves, oh, okay, so we created, I don't know, variant 27 or whatever, and this isn't alarming or concerning people. So what are they doing? Well, they have the Roe versus Wade and how they're going to turn back the proverbial hands of time, and how many people saying that if you do this, this will accelerate domestic violence. And anyone who's familiar with law enforcement or has been in an abusive relationship, they know full well that is the one call police hate answering. They hate responding to domestic violence calls because they never know how that's going to end. But this is what the unseen hand wants. If they do turn back the so-called hands of time, which I don't think is going to happen, but they want to cause such pandemonium and such a stir that even before a vote has really been taken, this will set the stage for abusers. And we have to remember something. It's not just women, because men, contrary to what many believe, it's men that get just as abused as women do. But they won't tell you that. And also, you have to look at what Bill Gates is doing. He wants to put together something called GERM, where his team is going to vigorously fight against the next epidemic that will occur. So in other words, you're telling us that there's one coming again. Now, this is the same Bill Gates. His vaccines made life unbearable and left people blind, sterile, etc. in Africa and India. He's not a philanthropist, but he plays one on TV. And we have to understand that February the 22nd, 2022, more portals were opened. And to add on to this, there's a shortage of baby food. You can't even get baby food really on Amazon. So the whole thing is we're not only going to destroy the present mouth breather, but we're going to affect their progeny. So there's a shortage of baby food. And then as soon as this so-called pandemic really ends, the so-called theater, 14 million people are going to be removed and cut off of Medicaid. Now, health care is a right. It is not a privilege. Only mouth breathers in the United States of America think that it's some privilege. No, that's a right. Even Cuba got that much right. So this is what they're going to do. And I'm going to give you 2 herbs that you can use that will enhance your psychic abilities, as well as the first one I'm going to name that will help you as far as your energy level and healing. So the first herb that you can utilize is burdock. That's the first one. And it also will help you with your clairvoyance. The second one specifically will really help increase and take your psychic abilities to the next level, and that is Eyebright. So those are two right there that you can use, because you have to start using your spiritual senses and your psychic abilities so you can stay ahead of the curve. You have to do this. This is not the time to get distracted nor lackadaisical. So this is something that you have to do, because not enough people are dying. So when enough people are not dying and the quota hasn't been met, they have to accelerate the process. And that is what they're willing to do by any means necessary. So get on to it, be vigilant, and understand that any so-called war is generational. So this isn't a mini series, so it's not going to get won in a matter of months. It's generational. So with that, that is your meat and potato sorcery for the day. I am the Water Alchemist. Be water, my friends. Peace.